Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the Hermitcraft server. We're taking a break today from the OHO Nether Outpost that we've been working on, and today we're going to do a little bit of work in the castle, and today's going to be kind of a talky episode slash announcement episode. Not a talky episode in where I'm going to be talking about, like, you know, deep stuff, so to speak, but talky episode where I have a lot of stuff that I want to talk about, and I figured we'll do it while we're building a few more houses in this area. There was a live stream earlier today, or today for me, yesterday for you, and we added this little set of houses right here. So this area is getting filled up, which is great. I have gotten quite a few questions, two main questions. One of them is, when are... Fly? That was so close. There we go. One of them is, when are the walls going to be completed? The answer is eventually. Basically, my plan is this. Let's see, can I land on that tower? Yes. The plan is this. So we're slowly kind of expanding these areas outwards, right? We're taking these houses and we're adding another house here and another house here and another house here and so on and so forth. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue the walls as the village expands, because I kind of learned a lesson when I was working on this. It's best to do the walls around an area after the area is filled, because then if I need to do a little bit of terrain modification, I don't mess up the walls, right? Like if I need to, say over here, if I need to bring this down a little bit to make this a little bit flatter, or if I need to bring this up or something like that, if the walls are already in place, it's going to make that very kind of difficult to do, because the walls basically set the level that the terrain is, so they match up with the level of the terrain. And if I have to modify the terrain at all to make room for the houses and the buildings that are going to go there, it puts me in kind of a tight spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand the buildings outwards, right? We'll build on what we have. We'll add villages, houses here and buildings here and stuff like that. And then once we get, say, for example, this area filled up with stuff, then we'll build the wall around it. And that way we know that we have enough space for the wall and all that kind of stuff as well. So that's the plan as far as the walls are going to go. Don't worry, I'm not abandoning the walls. They'll get done, but keep in mind, it takes a lot of time to build the walls. It's a very time-consuming thing because it's just a lot of block placing. It's not difficult, it's just time-consuming. Like, one section of the wall, I think when I went from about here to about that corner, that took about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, something like that. Most of it I do on live streams, and it's just a time-consuming thing. It takes time. Don't worry, though, we'll get it done. And I think the best way to go about doing it is to add in the buildings, expand the village outward, and as we expand and fill up an area, then we'll build the walls that kind of wrap around it. So let's get into some building. I want to tackle this area right in here. I'm also thinking that these ponds need to go away. In fact, that's definitely what I want to do, like, first. Let's go grab some grass so that I can fill that stuff in, because it's just going to be kind of silly otherwise. So let's get into the things that I want to talk about today while I'm kind of working on these houses and stuff like that. Big news. I've been talking about it for a few weeks now. I've been preparing for it. I've been setting things up, getting things ready, and I'm very happy to announce that the second channel officially launches today. The first episode of Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus is going up on the second channel, Wells After Dark, today. That's a thing. Link in the description, link on my channel page. I'm very excited. I've recorded a couple of runs. My plan is to release a video over there every other day for now. Maybe every day. We'll see how many runs I decide to record. But I'm having a blast with that game. I'm enjoying that game very much. However, it is far from... it's a game that really wouldn't fit on this channel. It's not a game that I think I would classify as family-friendly. when I was talking about it originally, somebody said it best. They said, you know, if you have to ask us if we think it's appropriate, odds are it's probably not. And that person was absolutely right. It's not. It's not a family-friendly game, and it just wouldn't fit on the family-friendly channel. So the Wells After Dark channel, which, once again, link in the description. First video up. It's actually going to go out at the same time this video does, so if you want to watch it, there's a link. The whole point of that channel is for me to have a place that I can post games that I want to play, but that would not fit on this channel, on the main channel. Games that are not family-friendly, specifically. Or, for that matter, games that might be family-friendly, but just wouldn't be very well received on this channel. In the past, I've done a couple Total War series on this channel, which is a franchise that I absolutely adore. I've been a massive Total War fan since the original one came out in, like, I want to say 2000 or something like that. It's been around for a long time. And I've played every single one, and I've loved every single one. And when Total War Warhammer came out, I played that relatively extensively. I did a couple of full campaigns on this channel, and they really weren't very well received. There were some people who really loved them, and I appreciate the people who did. But view comparison-wise, those videos were getting... I think my Minecraft videos at the time were getting like 10,000 views, and my Total War videos were getting like 800 views. So, you know, that just tells me there's just not that many people interested in seeing Total War content on this channel. So, going forward, you know, Total War Warhammer 2 has been announced. I do intend to play it when it comes out. That's a game that will go on the second channel. So it'll be for games that aren't appropriate for this channel, or games that just wouldn't really fit. They'd seem out of place on this channel and wouldn't be very well received here. That's what the second channel is going to be for. Now, with that said, that channel is not going to be family friendly as far as the games go. So if you're a parent and you're concerned about your children watching content that is potentially questionable as far as like the content of the games, that's probably not a channel that you'll be interested in. You probably won't want your kids, your young children at least, watching stuff over on Wells After Dark. Now, with that said, I don't intend to change the person that I am for that channel. The theme of that channel, the slogan, you know, if you look at my banner on this channel, it says what? Family-friendly gaming every day, right? Over there, it says gaming for adults, or something along those lines. I believe it says gaming for adults. And my goal is not to create a channel that is solely for adults and discusses a lot of adult themes, and I'm not gonna like change the personality that I am, you know, and be like, well, this is an adult channel, so now I have to swear all the time. That's not my goal at all with the second channel. I don't intend, commentary-wise, it's still gonna be me, because this is who I am, you know? But at the same time, some of the games that I intend to play on there will have adult themes, will have possibly adult imagery, violence, things like that. You know, if I play The Witcher 3, there's all sorts of adult stuff in that game. That's a game that I've been considering playing over there, because I have played it a little bit. It is an amazing game, but it's not a family-friendly game by any stretch of the imagination. So that's what the second channel is going to be for. And if that's something that interests you, you know, as I said, the channel has launched as of today. I'm very excited. I'm happy to kind of have something else. And then the other nice thing about it too is that it's nice to have the ability to play games other than Minecraft and still share them with you, because I can do that here. Don't get me wrong. We've played several games on this channel in the past that aren't Minecraft and that you guys have really enjoyed. Slime Rancher, Creativerse more recently, TerraTech in the past, Terraria, all sorts of stuff. But for the most part, non-Minecraft games on this channel don't generally go over very well. You know, there are a core group of people who really enjoy my content and will watch absolutely any video that I put out. And then there are people who are really just interested in the Minecraft content, and that's perfectly fine. I mean, I'm the same way with all the YouTubers that I watch. There are a couple of YouTubers that I will watch every single video they make, and then there are a couple of YouTubers where I'll really only watch their Minecraft videos or you know, one specific series or something like that. I think we need to scoot this whole thing over. I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm thinking like right here we start it. But anyway, that's kind of the idea, right? I'm planning on making the channel. Well, I have made the channel. The channel is completed. You know what? Let's scoot this over a little bit more. Let's go over like one more block, like so. Yeah. The channel is made. It's taken me a long time because I'm the type of person, as I've said, I want to make sure that everything is right before I start uploading videos to it. Before I started uploading videos, I wanted to make sure I had, you know, professional looking channel art. I wanted to make sure that that the second channel has all the polish of my main channel. I don't want people to go there and be like, wow, this doesn't even look like something, you know what I mean? It still got my name on it. It still has the Welsknight name on it. It still has my brand. And it's important to me that I maintain the integrity of that brand and the level of professionalism that I try to show over here as well. So it's taken me some time to get the thumbnails ready to go and to get the channel art ready to go and to get all that kind of stuff. But I am happy to say that it is finally ready and content is up. The channel has officially launched as of today. And if you're interested in Binding of Isaac, or for that matter, other games that I'll be playing on that channel in the future, for now I'm just going to focus on Binding of Isaac. But as we roll into summer here, you know, after a couple months, after trying it out for a little while, I may start playing some other games over there as well, depending on my time schedule and things like that. I've been very busy with a lot of different things, so I've been kind of careful. I feel like this house needs to come out to here. Maybe it can. Maybe we can make this work, actually. Because what we could do is do one of those there. And this could be like basically 4 houses all in one. Right? So we would do something like this. And then that might be doable. And we could probably do like a double roof on it. And then that would give us plenty of road space. I'm thinking right here we're going to end up putting like a little well. This seems like a perfect place for a well for the village. And then this road will kind of wrap through here and go around. I think that'll be good. Anyway, so yeah, that's a thing. Second channel, launched as of today. First video up, Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Not a game for, not a family-friendly game, but a game that has been around for a long time, has been very prevalent on YouTube for a long time, and a game that I am greatly enjoying quite a lot. So that is one... I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Why am I on fire? Please stop being on fire. Actually, I'm on fire again. Stop it. Okay, I think we're good. Anyway, so that is a thing. And I wanted to let you guys know that it is now a thing, because a lot of people have been asking. A lot of people have been asking, when are the walls going to get done? And a lot of people have also been asking, when is the second channel going to be done? When are you going to start uploading videos to the second channel? I've gotten so many questions. So many people asking, which I really appreciate. That tells me that you guys are excited, or at least some of you are very excited for the second channel. So I appreciate that very much, and I'm very excited to announce that as of today is the day, and it's been a long time coming. It's been at least a couple weeks in the making. Since, well, I mean, I basically talked about the whole process on Hermitcraft, explaining, you know, what my plans are and all that kind of stuff. How is this looking as far as the feel goes? This is going to be a relatively open space right here, which I don't I don't know if I necessarily like that, but then again, it's a hill, so I think it's probably okay. And then we got the blacksmith shop. I think that's fine. We can maybe make that work. Yeah. Anyway, so second channel. That's news item number 1 out of the way, shall we say. 3 high? Yeah, there we go. News item number 2, and this is also a big one, not so much in relation to me, but in relation to Minecraft. E3, for those of you who don't have Twitter or presumably Facebook and don't really follow things that are going on in the gaming community in general, E3 is currently a thing. It's happening right now. There's, I know False is out there. I think False is the only Hermit that actually has gone to E3 this year, but they had a trailer today announcing that Pocket Edition, Console Edition, and Mobile Edition, basically Minecraft Pocket Edition, so all the versions of Minecraft with the exception of Java, aka PC Edition, all of them are going to become the same game and are going to support cross-platform play, unless you're on PlayStation, because PlayStation. Furthermore, they have announced that Minecraft, I'm going to refer to it as, well, yeah, Minecraft, I'll get to the reasons for that in a minute, is going to run in 4K, or in up to 4K anyway, and is going to support actual official built-in shader support, which is not something that Java Edition has. We've got Optifine, which allows us to get shaders, but there's no official option in the menu from Mojang that says, hey, if you want to run shaders, here you go, right? Like we have it for resource packs, right? Here, resource packs, ta-da. But there's no official built-in option for shaders. And they've announced that this fall, console, Windows 10, and Pocket Edition are all going to become part of the same game. That's going to happen over the summer and will support cross-platform play. And then they're actually going to get 4K and shaders this fall, which is pretty crazy. And then we get to the part that concerns me a little bit, and that is that those editions are going to, from that point onwards, be referred to as Minecraft, and Minecraft PC or Java Edition is going to be renamed Minecraft Java Edition. Now, they have said that they are going to continue to upgrade, to support and maintain and update the Java edition of the game. And I believe them. I mean, we just had 1.12. Presumably 1.13 is going to add other new things. They're continuing to rework the code and clean things up and add new features and all that kind of stuff. So I have no reason to believe that that they're going to stop supporting Minecraft PC edition or Minecraft Java edition or whatever we want to call it. So that's not my concern per se. Although I have to admit, it sounds to me like the Java edition of the game is getting to the point where it is no longer going to be considered the main version of Minecraft. And that is an interesting, I don't want to say dilemma, but it's an interesting thought for people like myself who basically I basically play Minecraft Java Edition for a living, if you think about it. So it's interesting to see how that's going to shake out. Now, the question is, what are the deeper ramifications of that? If Java Edition is no longer the official main version of Minecraft, will Hermitcraft continue to play on Java Edition? Who knows? Maybe we'll talk about it as a group and Season 7 will end up being played on Windows 10 Edition. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that's not like spoilers. That's not like a sneak preview or a hint or anything. That's not foreshadowing. That's a what if, you know? Is that a thing? Is that a possibility? I honestly, genuinely don't know. Because obviously we on Hermitcraft, we do like to stay up to date with the latest and greatest in the game. You know, usually we're playing on snapshots when there's a stable snapshot version. We updated to 1.12 basically the day that 1.12 came out. You know, it's important to us that we kind of pioneer and showcase the newest things, and we innovate as far as Minecraft goes. You know, it's when it comes to innovation, it's often Hermitcraft members who are the first to discover a new thing, and Hermitcraft members, some of us anyway, but I wouldn't say myself. I've never actually had a conversation with any of the Minecraft developers, but some of the people who've been in the community a lot longer than myself, like ikezou, for example, Mumbo, Doc, you know, a lot of those guys, they have a relationship with the Minecraft developers. They've known each other, at least in a professional sense, for quite some time, and it's interesting to see, you know, if we have kind of an influence on the game and we like to pioneer new things and all that kind of stuff, is Java Edition, you know, kind of slowly slipping away? I honestly don't know. Maybe we will slowly be moving towards Windows 10 Edition. Maybe not. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Who knows? But it's interesting to think about, to say the least. It's at least an interesting thought. And it's something that I don't want to say it concerns me, because that's not really the right way to say it. I would say it intrigues me. It makes me think and wonder, you know, how is this going to play out when all is said and done? Okay, I think next step is texture variation in the walls, and then we'll work on the roof. So yeah, it's been an interesting day for Minecraft news. Also, I believe if I read the article on Minecraft.net correctly, it sounds like the shader support is going to be DLC. It sounds like the 4K graphics update will be free for everybody with Minecraft. No longer Pocket Edition / Windows 10 Edition / Console Edition. It'll just be Minecraft. It'll be referred to as Minecraft officially from here on out. It sounds like the update that will give everybody cross-platform play and 4K as an option will be free, but then the shaders is going to be part of a DLC called the Super Duper Graphics Update or something silly like that. So the question is that going to be a free DLC? Is that going to be a paid DLC? Presumably, if it's being referred to as DLC, it will not be free. That's what I'm assuming, reading kind of between the lines of the post, but maybe I'm wrong. We don't have confirmation on any of that yet, so don't go crazy and start freaking out. But that's what it sounds like to me, is that the shader support and the graphics update is going to be part of a graphics pack that will be some form of paid DLC. That's kind of what I got from reading the article on Minecraft.net, the E3 announcement article. And that also has some potential ramifications, because DLC, right? Paid DLC has actually been part of Minecraft for quite some time. There's been stuff that you could buy in the Pocket Edition, console editions, etc. of the game for quite some time. Skin packs, resource packs, stuff like that. That's nothing new, and that hasn't been new for quite some time. When they announced the marketplace recently, a lot of people actually seem to have forgotten that that is something that had been part of the game for quite some time. With that said, those are all cosmetic things, right? Those are all, you buy a skin pack, you buy a resource pack, you buy stuff like that, maps, whatever. Shaders, the ability to run shaders as an option, that's more of a feature, in my opinion. I don't know, we'll have to see how it plays out, but that sounds like a feature. That doesn't sound like a minor cosmetic add-on. I mean, I guess you could argue it is, Because it kind of is. Like, I don't know. I have really kind of mixed feelings on the whole thing. Because on one hand, I mean, shaders, obviously not essential to get the game experience, right? Like, you don't need shaders to play Minecraft. In fact, the majority of Minecraft players don't use shaders because they don't have computers or whatever that can handle it. But at the same time, I have to imagine it would be enabled as a menu option. And I don't know how I feel about something that is essentially an option being sold as DLC. I really don't know. And I don't have a relationship with the developers. I haven't spoken with them. So don't think that this is me bashing on them or anything like that. This is me just giving my kind of my initial reactions to everything. Because I genuinely don't know how it's going to play out. And, you know, we'll have to see. We'll just have to kind of wait and see. And, you know, maybe I'm once again reading into it too much and there's a lot there that I shouldn't be worried about. On the other hand, maybe shaders will be something that will be completely optional, but will be a charge, will be some sort of cost associated with them. And if that's the case, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that. But who knows? There's only one way to find out. We'll just have to kind of wait for it to play out and see how it goes. Because we don't have any way of knowing at this point. It's not going to be something that's going to happen for quite some time. But, you know, only time will tell. So, yeah, we'll see. But those are basically the things that I wanted to talk about. However, this house is far from finished. So I'm going to get some more work done on this thing, guys, and I'll be back with you in just a bit. All right, guys, I am back, and I think I've got it all pretty much done. I still need to do the roads and the lighting around here. Need to probably clean this up on the inside a little bit, at least make it so that you can't see the grass when you look through the windows. Probably replace that with planks or something, or maybe put some interior walls in there to kind of block the view. And, you know, a couple of the little minor things like that. But for the most part, it's all done, and I'm relatively happy with it. It's okay. I don't think it's the best house in town, but at the same time, it's kind of cool, and it gets the job done. We also added a couple blue orchids up there, which is a flower that I hadn't been using. And then I remembered I have a swamp, like, right next to me. So, stole some blue orchids from just over the hill there. But all in all, it's another addition. And I have to say, the roof on this turned out quite well. If we take a look at it from up here, there we go. That should be high enough. You can see we did kind of several angled roofs, all kind of intersecting, right? So we've got basically a triangle, triangle, triangle on each of these, and then they all kind of meet up. And then this one actually extends out a bit further. So I think the roof on this turned out pretty well, all things considered. I think it looks really good from up above, and it does kind of fill this space and leave us some room. You know, this would be probably a main road. In fact, this would be a main road right here, kind of wrapping through past the blacksmith shop. We'd also have probably another main road over here. And this is kind of an example right here of how I was talking before about the walls, right? This wall doesn't need to come out this far anymore. We now know that the houses are going to go to about here, because I'm not going to be able to build another house right here. So what we'll probably do is bring this wall out like this, and then we'll basically just bring it straight across over here until it starts cutting over. And that's an example of why I want to build the walls last. But I think pretty much everything else here I'm going to save for streams. There's not much. It's basically just doing the pavement, so to speak, adding in some lighting, maybe a couple other minor details, nothing too major. Unfortunately, though, guys, I am out of time for this episode. So, my friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. Links in the description below. Also, second channel link in the description, too, if you want to catch that first Binding of Isaac episode. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.